Hey there, everyone. Welcome to episode 869 of the Mike from Maine show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show, we have Chris Hitman on, and we're going to be talking about one of the fastest ways you can get set up and running with your own digital product by using a quick-to-use membership platform. Now, a lot of the times, I remember personally, way back when I put out my first product, I had to take about a month to learn how to set up a membership software. This one takes 60 seconds. Let's get into it. Here's Chris. We are here today with the first interview of 2017 with Chris Hitman. You're the last of 2016. You're the first of 2017. Welcome back to the show.
How are you doing? I'm a busy guy just like you.
You are a busy guy. It's good to be back here today. Chris, today we're going to be talking about something that is very important for both you and myself, and that's having products to sell and being able to get them out fast on the market. Now, look at what you're doing here. You've been able to launch 2 products within a matter of, it's not even like months now, it's a matter of weeks that you've been able to get those out. And I know that you wouldn't be able to do it without having a system in place and being able to do it really quickly. So today we're going to be talking about a shortcut, a secret of yours that you've put together that's going to make it really quick for people to launch their own membership sites. I'm going to read off the headline and then I'll let you take it away with this. It says here, 90% less work and cost than any other platform, fastest ever digital product sales platform, your first product live in 60 seconds, the easiest way ever to sell digital products and build lists. So bring us into this. What's it all about, and why should we be excited?
Of course. When I started, probably like yourself, there wasn't a huge amount of choice like there is right now, basically in terms of membership platforms. And I started with a product called, I can't remember, Wishlist actually. I also use MemberWing and a few of the others. But the reality basically of trying to get a product up for sale is there's quite a few steps to take basically from a single digital product basically to a product that's actually live and ready to take business. For a start, you got to configure all the membership settings, and that can be quite tricky, basically, because there's quite a few on modern platforms now. You got to build landing pages. You've got to build your members areas. That's before you even start, let alone testing stuff that actually works. And of course, you got to put your payment integration in, and that's not quite so easy in this modern sphere where we've got so many options, so many choices. A lot of the platforms, basically, which I've seen so far, are relatively bulky, and I still use, a membership-based platform on one of my sites, and it's a good platform. I've learned it, but the learning curve is huge, and I've got to be honest with you. It took me the best part, I think, over a month before I could actually get a product up and together. I was confident enough that it would actually work, and that's not the kind of time people starting have. And when people want to start a little project, a small business, and start selling digital products, and let's face it, the industry for the demand for digital products is got bigger since the day we started. It's certainly not dwindled. It's now double. If you look at Udemy's figures, it's double. So if you're selling a digital product, basically by digital product I mean basically things like PDFs, things like videos, things like audio, things like e-courses, knowledge, specific content, whatever it is you like, as long as it's deliverable by a digital means or a website, then there is now a huge demand for it because people like the idea of learning fast from an expert. I guess that's why sites like Udemy are doing so well. So
they also like getting stuff really quickly once they've ordered it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the biggest drawback for most people is when they hit a stumbling block. That's it. They're kind of done. And most people give up at that stumbling block and just don't return to it. So that's the reason why most people don't get on and don't actually get it done. What we wanted to do with our platform is, as long as you've got some text fields to fill in, your download, and some YouTube URLs if you're doing an e-course, or then you could just feed that into our platform, press a button, and it will do it for you. So we wanted to make it as simple as possible to get the whole process done, so it's actually ready for sale. And we wanted to make it integrated with PayPal and JVZoo and ClickBank and Warrior. So it gives people the choice. So it's not limited, but because it's it's a light platform, but it's a fully featured platform. But it has to be a lot easier. So we decided to break the mold and allow people to watch me actually put a product live into our platform in under a minute. And I did it in something like 58 seconds. Okay, I mean, I did it relatively quickly, but with training you can do it in under 2 minutes. And everybody's got 2 minutes to spare. Mm-hmm. You and I got a couple of minutes to spare. We waste 2 minutes most of the time. We wasted 2 minutes basically running around, basically doing other things before we started here. So in 2 minutes you can have a digital product live and ready for sale. And I think that's the key to getting people making money online, because there's a huge amount of people that have got huge amount of knowledge, whether it's cooking, whether it's car maintenance, or digital training basically for things that they've learned. If they've got a skill to demonstrate, they can create a very, very simple e-course and sell it, and we can help them basically do that using our platform.
And I know that you and one of your business partners, you're going to be doing a special training on how to actually create a product, because I know there are people out there that understand it. They're like, okay, I see that Mike is interviewing these guys day after day, and everyone has either like a software or an information course. Like, they get it, but maybe they don't know how to put one together. Tell me a little bit about what that's going to be as well, because I think it's really cool. It's not just going to be the software that you're going to show us today. It's also a training.
Well, absolutely. Now, what we've done uniquely with this as well as the platform, is we sat down and we've got some experts in the field. Mike Thomas, the other Mike Thomas, is going to be coming in on the webinar. He's going to be running that with me. There'll be a guy called Jeff Lenny, who's an expert in SEO. He's going to be coming in with me as well. So people will be able to talk to us just like you're talking to me right now. And they'll be able to ask questions basically with reference to a product launch process. We're actually going to take them through a product launch live. We're actually going to launch Jeff Lenny's product. So we are we're putting people basically that are experts in the domain through this platform. We've got that much confidence in it, and we want to basically allow people to watch that process being done. In the past, training like this, basically, if you're really lucky and you caught it early, you'd be paying anything from $67 to like $2,000 if you didn't catch it right. So this is a full-on hands-on basically walkthrough of how we're actually going to put a product on sale.
Cool. Take us in, Chris. I think people are going to want to see exactly what this all looks like under the hood, so they can see how easy it is to use.
No problem. Okay. We there?
Yes, we're there.
Okie doke. Right, so this is a store I set up a couple of days ago, just before I made all the sales pages. Literally, this is how quick we actually do stuff. Yeah, I put stuff up just to go and see, show people that it actually works. And the objective of the store essentially is to present people with an e-com store of choices, basically, which are similar or related products to what it is you're selling. In this case, I'm selling products for the web marketing business, but you could be selling products for the cookery business. Whatever you want to niche your store, that's the kind of products you'll feed in. Now, if I go to the dashboard and show you a little bit around the area, so you can actually see your way around. Typically, when you get started with dashboards, they're quite complicated and confusing. This is very much WordPress-like. The framework and infrastructure is it mimics WordPress to its best ability. So you got like a media manager, and you've got a configuration area, basically, where you can go and configure your payment profiles, your autoresponders, and but when you actually physically log into the store itself, it'll come up with red warnings down here, tell you what needs to be configured just above these areas here. Now, mine's configured, doesn't show that. So it's intuitive in respect of new users. Mm-hmm. And if new users don't know what they're doing, they'll get 1, 2, 3 red warnings coming up saying configure your payment processor, configure your autoresponder, and that will take them through immediately basically to these areas here, like the payment profile area. And as you can see, basically mine's configured to go and take payments by PayPal. It will take you through to your autoresponder area, which, as you can see, basically here, mine's configured with MailChimp, and is also configured to a particular list in MailChimp here. So that's the starting point, basically, of getting into the store itself. When new users start, also they need to customize the store, and we have a customization area which allows you to change everything, including the store colors. So if you want to go and change the banner colors, oh, that's a bit garish. I think I'll leave it at that. So they can change pretty much everything from the what it says basically on the buttons, the colors basically of the banners, the bands, and the statements basically that read about your support. So that whole section is essentially all covered through here. So it's just one area basically for people to look at. So if I just come out of that, I don't actually need to do that, but it gives you an idea basically that the store is actually fully customizable. But as I said, basically we wanted to go and allow people to go and add products in less than a minute. Now this is going to be a little bit slower because I'm doing it live, but I'll do it basically for you, so you can actually see basically how easy it actually is. Yeah. So whenever you want to put a product up, you've got to make a decision as to what that is. And in my case, I'm going to put up an e-course, and we have got what they call a special import function from YouTube videos. Now, your choice when you create an e-course is where you're going to host your videos. And you and I know that hosting your videos on your own site is not a good idea, because it takes up a huge amount of bandwidth and of course slows your site down. So most people use either YouTube or one of the other major platforms, and we recommend you use YouTube because it's stable and it has a facility for what we call unlisted videos, so videos that are not accessible basically by search. Okay, and what I've done is I've loaded a load of those videos into YouTube, and I'm going to go and create you a course and show you basically how quickly we can do that. So the first thing basically you need to do is to go and put a title in. So I'm going to put PC Masterclass, which is a product I've already actually got in the store, but just for demo purposes, I'll show you how easy it is. Descriptions, the next thing you need to put in. Now with my description, I've added an iframe from YouTube. That's a sales video iframe. Most people, if you haven't got a sales video, don't worry, you don't need to have that iframe in. You can leave it out. It's not a necessity, but I think it just looks good on a landing page if you haven't got anything else there. Next, you need to go and put some bullet points, which are going to appear next to a box, or your product box. So one per line, you just put your bullet points in, and next you need to go and select your course image. So it's all that intuitive, and my course image is there. It's going to select that one, and again you can upload your own course image or your box image if you like. Pricing, so standard price and the actual price is the price before discount. In this case it will be $69, let's just say, and price after will be $37. So it shows a discounted price there. And finally, you'll need a list of YouTube videos for your course. Now these videos, as I said, basically need to be set to unlisted. There'll need to be one per line, and you need to have your product, you need to have your title and description filled in YouTube. Okay, so that's the only criteria you've got. And once you've got that, you can just paste those in, and then you can click on the button just here called Create Course. Okay, that's it. Now, if I go back to the store, you can actually see I actually created 2 items here. So it's actually the same thing I created twice, but just for the purpose of showing you, this is the item we've actually created. All right. I'm actually logged into the platform as a user would be, so I can actually take the course. All right. So right now, here's my training. Yeah. And if I click on the product itself, you see all the lessons that I've got basically here. And if I click on the first lesson, there's my first lesson. I can actually start taking the course, go to the next lesson. So my members area is literally done. Okay.
So it added all that in for you, something that you'd have to do manually normally.
Right.
It did it all just with one click.
Yes. So next lesson, it put all the lessons in for you straight from the YouTube videos, basically automatically. That's it. It's done.
Nice.
Okay. So there's no work for you to do in the members area, and it takes that. That's what we're saying is 90% less workload. And that's now ready to be configured whether you want to sell this product by JVZoo or Warrior Plus or PayPal. It's ready. And if you're not logged in, and if I just refresh this here, this is a different browser. So as you can see, this is the course we just created. It says more information, and it's going to take me through to the landing page. So the landing page is automatically created with the bullets basically in a product box. There's my little video, and there's my price, and there's my get it now. And if I press get it now, it asks me for my name and details, and then takes me through to PayPal. So let's go and do that actually. There we go. I've got one of those addresses that I allow my spam to go to.
I was going to say, who still has a Hotmail?
And not many people use, but and essentially from this point onwards, it then takes you through to the payment processor. And if you log into PayPal when they log through, that's it. You're paying for the course.
So once you pay through PayPal, are you automatically delivered your product?
Once you pay, it then takes you back and it delivers your product to gives you a login.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Nice.
So how much configuration really have we done on here, other than just feeding our email address basically for PayPal? The rest of the stuff is done behind the scenes.
Let me interject really quick and just say that for a lot of people, especially people getting started, like all they really want when it comes to creating a membership area is they want to lock down their product. They don't want people to be able to steal it. They want to make sure it's safe, so they're not getting like people black hatting it. So that's important to them. Also, like they've just got like their software or their videos in there, or whatever, but they don't care about having like all these other advanced features. Now, sure, if you are an advanced user and you've been doing this for a while and you want to have like all this fancy stuff, then go ahead and actually I would probably say don't learn how to use one of those bigger sites. Pay someone to do it for you. There's guys out there that you can pay a few $1,000s and they'll set up complicated membership sites for you. And if you're at that level, it's worth it for you. But most of us aren't there and don't need that. So I can see where this kind of a simple solution would really work. Another thing I wanted to mention is, and I had asked you this before we started, it looks like you had made the comparison, it looks all very much like a WordPress website, but you guys host this. Like this is all in the cloud. Like the people that purchase this, they don't have to buy, as much as I understand, they don't need to buy hosting, they don't need to buy a domain name. Is that correct?
That's correct. And they get their own URL. So, for example, mine here is hitmanpublishing.myproductstore. They'll have a URL of their own for their own store, which they can give out. Now, we host it. We did this for several reasons. Number one, we wanted to take the technical headaches, basically, of running a platform like this away from people, because the reality is there's loads of things to look at. There's server load, there is security, there is also the number of transactions you can number of active transactions you can have at any one time, and ours is fully scalable. As a platform grows, we just tweak it up, turn on the taps. Most people can't set that kind of platform up, and if you're running it by WordPress, you are kind of solo. So you, as well as trying to sell your own products basically on the web, you also got to be your own technician. And that's too much for a huge number of people to go and bear when they start. That's why we took it away, and of course we're covering the bandwidth costs, so everything is included basically in this package.
Very cool. Okay, so is there anything else, Chris, that you wanted to show us inside the demo before we move on to the OTOs? Yeah,
of course. Now, so you've seen one product basically be put up. Of course, basically you can put other kind of products in, like downloads, and just for the purpose of the demo, I'm just going to go back into one here. I actually created a free product with this, and this is a freebie for lead generation. Again, it's the same kind of process. I just fed in the details, title, description, but instead of setting a price at a particular price point, I set it to 0. Okay, and with that, essentially, it allows me to create a free product, which is then a downloadable or it could be a video. It's up to you basically what you're delivering as a freebie. But with freebies, you are lead generating. Now, if I go into my unlogged version, if I should get back there. There we go. This is a different browser where I'm not logged in. As you can see, if I try to access that product and get it now, it just asks me for lead generation. It will still give me the free access without payment this time. So even if I press pay now, it'll say no payment required, bank straight through the product. I'm capturing the user's first name, last name, and the email. So now I've got lead generation basically built into this product too. This is still a part of the main product.
It's almost it's almost like a squeeze page builder as well.
Yes, yes, if you like. It just makes it very simple. If you want to drive traffic, let's just say from Facebook or some of the social media for your freebie, as a lot of us do, to go and to go and generate leads, or even if you want to go use low cost PPC, you've got a landing page where you can do that, and that's already built in. So just wanted to go and show you that's
very cool.
That's built into the platform itself. Yeah, we've added all sorts of other things basically to the platform, which are OTOs that I'll show you in a minute. But fundamentally, you are able to install or load up an e-course. You're able to load up a downloadable product like a PDF or an executable or a DMG, and you're able to go and sell those instantaneously in under a minute, just like you've seen me basically do a second ago.
Very cool. Okay, so those are the main features, and I think a lot of you'll see there's some other stuff that we didn't cover that's on the sales page, talking about different integrations. If you want to make sure it integrates with your different autoresponders that Chris showed us today.
It integrates with SendLane, GetResponse, Mailchimp, Aweber, all the big ones, and it also integrates 99% of all the others using forms because they all support forms. Okay.
Nice. Okay, so that's the front end product. I know that the price is going to be really low during at least the first day of the launch, and then like normal, it's going to go up. So you guys know, I'll let you know all about that. Make sure you get in there early if you want to get that discounted price on there. But for the OTOs, Chris, what should people expect if they purchase?
Okay, so in OTOs, I'm just going to go back to my dashboard and going to show you something. Remember where we actually created a product, and we've got, let's just take you through one I actually created. So if I go to edit, right. OTO 1 is a sales page builder. Now, landing pages are all very well, and we can make landing pages as much as we like, basically using this WordPress type editor or the visual editor. We've got loads of functions here to go and do neat stuff like color text and move stuff around and create basically images in there. However, you and I know that a professional sales page outperforms a basic landing page every time. So an automated one is all very well, but if you want to go and get the most of your conversions and sales, then it's sensible for you to go and create a sales page. Now, I've actually created one for my product store, the sales page builder, which is, I'm just going to give you a live preview. So this is sales page builder, which is the draft sales page for the product itself. This is actually built in within the platform. So we figured basically, look, we can't sell this to anyone without using it ourselves and having confidence in ourselves that actually works, because it'll just be ridiculous. So we actually built the sales page for Sales Page Builder within the platform itself. Now, as you can see, basically, I've got a live preview screen here, so I can see every element. Everything I scroll over shows me which area I'm looking at. So if I'm looking at this text piece here, I can just click on it. I can edit everything just here, yeah? And using a full editor, basically, as I've got normally. So I can also move stuff around in here. So if I didn't like the look of something and I wanted to go and push it down, I have access to go and move it down a section. I'm now going to break the page. There you go. I don't mind breaking it live. I can always move it back. So again, it shows me which one I'm actually looking at, so I know which one it is. I can go and move it back. So I can move elements around as much as I like. And that's the whole idea. I can create elements basically for width, and I can also create more complex elements like pricing tables within there, and I've done that myself in the space of about 4 or 5 minutes. It's not a difficult platform to use. Now, the nicest part about this is, I think I've got one of the pages here shows you basically the bare platform. Here we go. What I started off with, by the way, is not a blank page. All right. So the sales page builder comes with pre-made templates. I actually started off with one called Video Full, and if I change the template and go through here, and if I go to the live editor, that's my starting point. Do you recognize the page I've just built?
Let's see here.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, now you said to me a while ago, basically, how do you do this so quickly? Because I've got a starting point. I've got a template to start off with. I don't need to screw around trying to create stuff from scratch. Yeah. So all I actually physically did is started with a template, edited what I wanted, basically out the text. Yeah. I created an extra widget up top for an image. In fact, I'll probably do that in a moment. If I duplicate that particular row, so, and I stick in an image widget. Take that one out. That's the text widget. I can delete that. Because it's an image widget, basically I can go in and choose my image, and there's my logo. I can shove in a 20 pix padding basically all around. I can put a background in, make it black.
And this is all on the cloud as well, isn't it? Like this gets added into your original software?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just screwing around with this. And again, this is not centered, so I can go back in there and I can go and decide alignment of that's going to be right in the center. Done. It's in the cloud. So do you see basically how I'm structuring the sales page that I've just shown you a second ago?
Yeah, and it's really simple to use.
Yeah, and that's the whole idea. The thing is, people get stuck at stupid little things. Basically, and sales pages are a big roadblock for a huge amount of people, because the building process for sales pages is horrible. And you want to change a video? Just click on the video placeholder. All right. Actually, I clicked in the wrong place then, but you want to change the video, you go into here, basically you click on the placeholder and just change the YouTube URL just here. That's it.
And I like how you have that little autoplay little selector too, so you can make it either not play, or like, cause I know that's like, I think Facebook doesn't like it to autoplay, or if you've got if it's just a regular sales page, you want that video to autoplay.
Yeah, but you can do anything you like down here. You can have 2, 3 column, 4 column, whatever you like. You can have a box basically next to the list. It's the possibilities are endless, in terms of design. But we wanted to start people off with something rather than nothing, because we think basically if you start people off with a default template to work with, most people can complete the template. They have a starting point, therefore they've got the motivation to go and complete and get the job done. They're willing to do it. When you start off with a blank page, it's a much more harrowing experience trying to create stuff.
So that's the first OTO there. If you want to sell stuff, you need to have a sales page, and now you can have that sales page builder.
Yes.
What's the next one?
Next one, there's only 2 OTOs in this funnel. We might drop something in basically if one of my colleagues actually gets it finished in the third. But we've also got this thing called Smart Ads. Now, Smart Ads allow you to put affiliate products into the store itself, because we appreciate that not everyone's got a product ready, or everyone's in the position to get a product ready. So it does actually help if I click it. Okay, so as you can see, I actually got one Smart Ad configured. I'm just going to go and edit that one. Okay, and really, a smart ad has a title, has a description, it has a product URL for the image, and also has an affiliate link, as I've got here. That's it. And so if I go to the store itself, let me actually go in, probably in an analog browser, might be easier. So go back home. See, Site Guardian just here is an affiliate advert. It looks like a store item to all intents and purposes, right? Right? That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to look natural as part of your store. The clever part is when you get into members areas, because that ad is shown to your logged in members or your course users. Now, the even more clever part, the more of these you have, the most click advert will appear high up top. So if I go into a members area here somewhere, let me log out of here for a second.
So you're going to be showing the ones that are the most popular.
Right, so absolutely right. So if I go and take the course, there you go. This is the members area, okay? And as you can see, this is my smart ad just here, right? That's the product they're looking at. That's a smart ad right next to it. Now, the more and more of these you load, and the more of these will appear basically throughout the store. And the more of these are clicked throughout the store, the more often they will appear basically to users. The whole idea is self-optimizing. So the most popular affiliate offers will end up basically being clicked the most, yeah, are the ones that appear the most throughout your store.
Cool.
So that's why we call them smart ads. It's a very simple concept, and it's very simple to do. So, and also, for people who haven't really got a store ready up and running right now, and they have a selection of affiliate products that they wish to promote or sell, they can directly link those products to the store. They'll have a landing page basically for that product, and of course, basically those products will appear in the members areas for any future products that develop. So it's a nice way of gently coaxing yourself into creating an e-com store for digital products without having any products yourself.
Love it. And I like the fact that you can do both your own products and your affiliate stuff. I personally started out doing affiliate marketing, and then I got into product creation. But you've got that covered. If people want to pick up that OTO, they can add in affiliate products. And you guys are going to be teaching people how to create products in the front end offer in that training there. So there's really no excuse for 2017. If you guys are looking to get into this and you want to be able to quickly have your products out there and have your sales page and learn how to do it, then this is going to be something that's going to be pointing you in the right direction for 2017. Chris, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Is there anything else, anything we missed, anything you wanted to mention before we wrap it up?
No, I think we've done a pretty good job. It's I hope people see it for what it is. It's not just another piece of software. We are going hands-on behind the scenes basically with this for people who want to come in and get a bit more exposure to us, because we kind of basically over the years have become a little bit isolated from our audiences, a little bit basically as vendors. So this year we wanted to start slightly differently and say, okay, look, we're here, we're about, you can talk to us. We're going to be using the same platform for launching professional products for our professional affiliates who want to basically who want to work with us. So as part of that, it makes absolute sense for us to go and show your subscribers, our audience, how it's done. And for people who are interested, they'll get a huge amount of value out of it.
Again, thank you so much for coming on the show, and best of luck with your launch.
Thank you very much.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Chris. If you are interested in picking up my product store at its lowest price, you're going to want to come back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday, January 10th. You're going to be able to get it at its lowest price along with my special bonuses. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.